morning. It is 6:15. Freezing my butt off. It was 37. These extra 15 minutes I'm usually putzing around while the other guys are gone make a difference. Anyways, yeah, 6:15. We think 9 miles or less to get to the store, which we're hoping to have. It's gonna be kind of a breakfast lunch almost by the time we get there. If it takes us 3 hours now, 4 hours, it's about 10 o'clock. So anyways, that's where we're headed. Beautiful morning, I'll show you that in a second. We have a total of, I think, 19 miles or something like that today. At Camp at Epic Lookout. So we're looking good. It was, my tent is a little damp. Got some condensation because we're camping in the valley and by the river too. So fit those two together, man, that's a recipe for dampness. So sure enough, my socks did not dry that I washed. But they're not wet. They're just damp, but they're stuffed in the backpack with everything else, so that's all right. Yeah, other than that, I had this really wild dream last night, man. I have to actually remember it too. So something up with that. So I'm gonna kind of work, I'm gonna work through that one. That's gonna be pretty cool. It was a really pretty wild dream. It was bizarre. All right, so that's it. Good morning, day 17. Also, who knows what's in store. So here's kind of a first look at what we're hiking at. The valley is just like right there. You can see it. Look. Super pretty. We haven't seen a bear. Thankfully, no cubs. So they were definitely around though. So here you can see this is the river right here. Must have a name. But man, it's super calm. There's not a lot of water movement. But I mean, it is flowing though. Super pretty, huh? Look at the little fog on the water. Man, that's pretty. Ooh, that's nice. Yeah. There you go. Woo! Wow. That is really. See the dampness on the metal kind of lighten up a little bit. My hands are really cold. I'm trying not to drop the phone or do anything stupid here. Woo, that is really pretty. Wow. Wow, look at that. Yeah, that was one of the hardest things to not do when I started hiking, is not to have campfires.
Usually I just don't even have time for them.
Yeah, well, Yeah.
from morning till night or till dinner.
Yeah, here, go ahead. I gotta
Last thing I want to do is
here, go ahead.
build a fire.
Yeah. Which is a good thing, you know. I mean, otherwise I'd really want to have a fire. So we got
I watched a bunch of JMT videos, but they can only prepare you so much.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's pretty. Still cruising along. I don't know what, you know what time it is, Chris?
7:22.
7:22. It's about an hour we've been hiking. We're still, this is a long meadow. It's gonna get bigger and wider as we get down. Oh, there's people. Somebody camped all the way on the other side of the valley down right there. I see some color, I think. I don't know if you're allowed to camp over there. I don't know that you're not allowed. I would say you're more likely to have a bear encounter. But if you're gonna be there a couple days, it'd be kind of nice to have a spot like that, because there's people walking by all these campsites all the time. It's still pretty cold. Still have my gloves on. I have all my warm stuff on.
Degrees over here.
35, man. So it's getting colder. I'm just warming up because we're gonna walk. Here comes a trail runner. Yeah. Some mountains in the back there. I got some nice, super pretty here. I can't zoom out, my gloves on or not. There we go. Phone's not picking up my fingers. Man, that's still really pretty with the lighting. I don't know if you can see this on the camera, but there's like fog coming off of the water, and it looks really pretty. Ooh, there's frost on the grass in front of us. So on the side here, sun's lighting up the mountains. Oh, there we go. Woo! Big meadow. Wow. So the terrain, yeah, the terrain's definitely changed now around us. We don't have big mountains to the left or to the right anymore. You can kind of smell the grass. Smells like hay a little bit.
Yep.
That's good. Nice gross water. Probably 100 horses have pooped and peed in that. Okay, so we've come to a significant trail junction. I don't know if you can see through the signs. Oh yeah, you actually can see pretty good. So I think Gabriel and I actually walked up this for a little bit, and we figured out that, hey, that's not the right trail. This is the Tuolumne Meadows, so we're getting close. But I swear that this was not here. Otherwise, we would have taken it. So Chris is just double checked on far out. So that's a super nice bridge right there we walked across. This thing is totally dry. This thing was roaring 2 years ago. That's weird, it's dry. So, yeah, so what Chris does is, what you do is you walk a little further, and to make sure it shows that you are on the trail that you think you are on. So are we on the right trail?
We're good.
All right, man. Getting close, man. I'm smelling whatever we're gonna have. Bacon, bunch of scrambled eggs. Man, it's getting better every step. So we're in another like tri-trail, three-trail kind of. So that's kind of where we came from, different ways. And the High Sierra Camp. High Sierra Camp. We're gonna hike by this High Sierra Camp thing. I don't know what it really is. That's the thing I gotta research. Very curious about. But we're gonna hike by where you can cut off to that later on today. High Sierra Camp. Yeah, Ranger Station. So they got High Sierra Camp everywhere. So like, how helpful is that? I don't get it. It says 0.6 to Tuolumne Meadows, so maybe it is this way then. Man, I sure hope Chad figures this out. I think he will. He can charge. All right, so we got some water. Chris got some water. We have about a half hour, 45 minutes. Wait for the breakfast place. Oh, I need to take my puppy out. So we gotta be doing that. That's where we came from this morning. Way out there. Super nice. There we go. There's Chris, making sure he's our new chief navigator for the day. Man, I am really tired this morning. Whew. I need some food. We're getting close. Gaylord Lakes Mono Pass. Oh, you can get Mono Pass 8.4. Parker Pass. Interesting. 9.9. And they have a bunch of other stuff. This should be where we came from. Oh, Volsang. Don't know what that is. 6.8. Donahue Pass, 12 miles. So, then we have High Sierra Camp, Ranger Station, Glen something. So, we're getting pretty close, thankfully. Well, we're starting to see more people as they're clearly doing the hike. Chris is behind me there, so that's cool. I wonder where he went. I was talking to another guy, just said hi to, and he talked to him for a while. You can see more bridge. The trails are getting, I wouldn't say dustier. I don't think it can get any dustier than it has been, but they're getting wider for sure. So, yeah, I can smell campfires. So there's people camped in the valley here on this side. Now John Muir Trail to the right. Dana Fork, Tuolumne River, Tuolumne Meadows, High Sierra Camp to the left here. This is going to be a key one. Ranger Station. Let's see it on that sign there. So let's see where we go here. We might go up here to the, I don't know. Yeah, 8,600 feet. The area is really confusing to us. There's so many signs, there's so much going on, but I do know that we are going to hike over there in that area, up there. So, grill, get my breakfast here. I got coffee. I'm like in a daze. I'm so tired right now. I think I'm winding down for the trip, but we got to go to 10,000 feet today. All right, so we got our breakfast. That's pretty tasty. It's all right, and they didn't totally rip us off. That was nice. So we got the store like right behind us here. So we're gonna see what we can get for, I guess, dinner and breakfast tomorrow. Okay, so we're heading out. What time is it?
It is 11:35.
11:35. We got about 9-10 miles. We know we have to go up to 10,000 feet. So it's about 8.5. So we have like 1,500 feet, but it's I think it's really spread out though. But you know,
That's cool.
Don't trust me. All right, this is called Lambert something, I don't know, hunk of granite. We don't see anybody climbing or rappelling or anything on it, but definitely one of the big things to stand out. Oh wow, here's some. We didn't come down that valley, we came down the one behind the trees. All right, those are some pretty big, just wide open mountains. Whew. Well, we're heading up to the intersection here. We're gonna take a left and that'll put us back on the trail. Then we'll get going. All right, the signage has been just horrible from the post office area. It's kind of confusing. We were off a little bit. I had to stop and kind of repack my bag. I didn't have my bear canister can lid kind of tightened down enough. And so the lid was pushed into my back. So it just wasn't kind of fixing itself. Usually when it doesn't feel just right, the kind of contour changes to fit me and it's fine, but it's not happening. So Chris is in front of me a little bit here. Hopefully I'll catch up to him. We're gonna go in between here. And that's not Half Dome, although it kind of looks like it. It's a beautiful, beautiful meadow. A lot of people walking through here. A lot of people look at my pack and they look at me and they don't know what to say. So I just say hi. All right, back on the trail. There we go. Meadow Sunrise. I'm assuming this is the JMT. I think I see Chris in front of me, but I'm going to do a quick trail check just in case. Here we go. All right, so we're going to Cathedral Lakes. That's where the JMT's taking us right now. So we're kind of getting up a little bit, up and down, mostly up. Really don't want to go down much because I know we have to get up quite a bit today. So kind of still in civilization, see some people doing some hikes, but you know, it's afternoon now, so most people are not hiking because, well, it's the afternoon, it's hot. So I think that's why I don't see that many people here. Whew. Should get some tremendous views, I'm hoping. So we're gonna meet up at the campsite tonight. Be a dry camp, should be an amazing last night together. And I'm hoping tomorrow we kind of all hike and cross the finish line at the same time. That would be really cool. That's what I'd like to see. All right, so we're coming into a bunch of signage right here. Here we go. Cathedral, Tenaya Lake, May Lake. That's what that sign says. Here we go, Cathedral Lakes. Hey, here we go. This is an important sign, Cathedral Lakes, 3.4. And at the bottom it says Yosmite Valley 20, at 20 or 20.9. Looks like 20.9. So there you have it. So I'm just going up one of the steepest part of the trails right here. These guys working on the crew. How you guys doing? Good, man. I said, where are you coming from? Blah, blah, blah. He said, can I see your permit? I'm like, you're kidding me, right? He's like, no. I'm like, really? Right now? He's like, yeah. Okay. You know, take my, blah, blah, give him the permit. It's like, okay. He says, yeah, I know I'm doing my job. I know I'm supposed to have it right there already, but man, could you pick the flat area? Jeez. So Chad got asked yesterday for the permit and lectured about who knows what for 20 minutes, which was really bad for him since he was already on the wrong trail at the time. Chris is probably going to get asked for his permit too. Yuck. All right, so I'm still going uphill and starting to come across some good stuff. Here's kind of the first big granite thing coming right out of the ground. We got to be able to see hopefully a whole bunch of amazing granite structures here. All right, so taking a little break, having a chocolate bar. Here we go. Isn't that cool? And it's just like right out of the ground. Like, okay, right out of the ground. It's crazy, man. I was thinking about the ranger encounter. Usually I really like rangers, but that guy irritated me. But I think what I irritated him, though, is because he said, hey, where are you going to camp, you know? And I said, oh, I don't know, you know, somewhere, you know, before we drop into, Yosemite Valley. I don't think he liked that answer. I should have said, well, we're at mile 194.7. He would have been, okay, cool, see ya. So I think that's what he was worried about. But I was just, I was going uphill. I wasn't thinking about remembering mile markers. So I think I made it harder on myself. But I didn't comment about the trail maintenance, so I got that going for me. But then all in all, rangers are fantastic people, and I'm really glad they're here. In fact, I'm just glad anybody's outside. So we're seeing a little bit of one of these really sharp peaks. I don't know how good the views will get of these. And this is kind of like an avalanche here. They must have had an avalanche come through here. I'll show you in a second. But that's that big granite rock we're looking at. It's not just a big dome. It's got some more shape to it. But you can see the trees right now have been all kind of topped. Clearly an avalanche. You can see more of the carnage right here. And then over here, this is what kind of looked like Half Dome from earlier today. So right in the middle of these two, which is pretty cool. So, I'm surprised. I stopped there for a while having my chocolate bar and sipping. And Chris didn't show up yet. So I think that ranger must have been asking him a few questions. So we might have some stories. The story with Chad was I don't know if I filmed it, but there was a trail junction where you could go to Garnet Lake or essentially kind of go straight. And both trails look pretty good. And so Chad didn't check until a little bit later, and he'd taken the wrong trail. He didn't go to Garnet Lake. Well, when he was, off the trail, nearly a mile, he said, that's when he encountered the ranger. The ranger not only asked for his permit, he was like, telling him about and questioning him about all the rules and, how far you can camp from this and that and just all sorts of stuff. He said it took like 20 minutes, and it was a young ranger. He was just like unloading all this information and kind of, I don't know, quizzing him, but it was just really uncomfortable. And Chad just wanted to go. He was already off trail, and we were getting further and further away from him. So it was really a bummer, the situation. I've never heard of an encounter with the ranger like that. That was, I don't know, that was just, it wasn't polite. I mean, I'm sure the ranger knew he was off trail. Chad told him. And then he starts, giving him this lecture. And I'm like, what is that about, So, poor Chad, I felt so bad for him having to deal with that. But, he made it through, made it over the pass, and he camped really close to us last night. And, of course, we got to see him at lunch, or our late breakfast, so that was awesome. And we'll definitely see him meet up again at camp tonight. But kind of a weird ranger interaction these last couple of days. I'm anxious to see what Chris has to say, if anything. All right, so we're just kind of cruising. Looks like we're going to do some downhill for a little bit. We're at about 9,500, 9,600. There's a couple of little peaks here. It's really hard to see. That's why I haven't videoed anymore. Hopefully we break out into some open area here. Oh, there we go. And there's one of the peaks. Little trail runner going by. Trail runners, awesome people. All right. So then those cathedral lakes are going to be somewhere under here. I don't know if we're going to be able to see them though when we get to them. But it's really pleasant in the shade. There's a nice little breeze blowing. All right, so it's starting to open up a little bit. You can see it's kind of dispersed. So now I get a nice little view of these rocks. Let's see if we can get a little bigger. Woo! They drop off on that, man. And then it looks like there's two different peaks here. It looked like one before. It looks like two right now. Look at the tops of those. And then it just drops. Wow, that's really something. It says Yosmite Valley, Merced Lake. It's probably where we're gonna go. But we're not going to Cathedral Lake. So, but I better check how far out though. I'm pretty sure we go this way. Here's one of the meadows. I don't know if we're gonna get another picture of this or not. I don't know, that's probably one of the cathedral meadows, I would think. So we're kind of pretty much going level right now. Not sure the elevation, I'm tired. The heat. If I see a stream, I'm gonna do the hoodie dip. I think I'll feel a lot better. A picture of it. That's tall lupin right there. Yeah, those flowers are pretty much done, I think. I don't think that's sage. Yeah, it's all lupin. Oh, there you go. Now we're talking. Look at that. Woo! I wonder if people actually climb up to that thing. Wow, that's pretty cool.
Great trip.
Hey, you too. Ooh, look at that. Yeah, look at that. That's amazing, man.
See anybody climbing up there?
No, I don't. Oh, these ladies are gonna pass us here. Hold on. They're looking back on that wall.
Because we'd been there a damn hour.
Yeah, we
We
were
were like,
yeah,
all right,
okay,
Chad,
I feel bad.
he's
Here we
like, I
go.
gotta go use the bathroom. We were like, we gotta get the hell out of here.
Yeah, because we want to get to camp before we should get there. I don't know, we're hiking pretty slow. I'm thinking it's gonna be
it'll probably be
4:30.
between 4 and 5 somewhere.
Yeah. So we're going super slow.
It's,
So this is Toby, by the way, from Houston. Remember her a couple days ago? She's been stalking us.
Yeah, I have.
Yeah. Although we all seem to come up on her though.
Yeah.
Like she said. All right, I want to get a video of this before we. This is pretty cool here, like a giant granite wall.
Are y'all? He's coming back to meet you, and then you're going back that way.
Yesterday, we went to Sunrise Lakes,
Oh, okay.
and then the clouds west.
All right, it's almost 3 o'clock and we're at 9,600 feet. Super beautiful meadow right here. Incredible. You can see, woo, man, you can really see some of the formations now. Oh, behind that's that wall. And then that must be Cathedral Peaks. Wow, man. That is gorgeous. Chris, of course, has to get in the picture coming right up here. Got to get in it. So we're going through this epic meadow right now. Chris is tailing me. There he is. All right, so we're going through a nice, walking through this meadow. Ooh, I see some lupin up there in the meadow. It's really nice. I'm a little concerned about the water. I don't want to be the guy that says, okay, this is the water we need to camp, and then there's no water there. So, But the reports are there is water. But I can tell by the reports it's not really flowing well. So we'll see. If we have to go further, we'll have to go further. Which means we'll start dropping down, and then we lose all the really cool, benefits of the campsite. Woo! This is really pretty. We were kind of locked in the trees back there. I really couldn't see everything that I wanted to see. We had some really cool stuff here. Woo! Look at all that. So these are all lupin right here. Fields of lupin. Most of them are done for the year, though. There are a few flowers, but mostly they're just big seeds. Okay. Oh man, look at the formation. You can go ahead, Chris. I gotta get some pictures of this. That is so cool. Wow. I'm zoomed in as much as I can get. Hopefully we can see the formations there. We have this guy. And we have that wall, which always seems to be blocked. There's the wall. I guess that's the cathedral right there. The cathedral kind of looks like it. So here's that meadow we were at. Looks like there's a trail going down there, but you can really see the columns now of granite, and just how big the whole granite plain is. It's huge. So this is kind of the same spot, but now you can tell that it's connected. See, there's the columns, and there's just this giant connecting ridge. Look at that. That is amazing. It goes down into the valley right there. All right. So we're starting to make the turn. We're kind of headed south. We're going to make a turn to go west here pretty soon. Woo. So we're coming up to I think this is about the highest we're going to go. About 9,900 right now. Be a great place to camp here, but there's absolutely no water here. Whew. Peek behind us. Yeah, it's really dry up here at the top. Ooh, now we get to see a whole nother area right here coming into view. Getting a little dry and crusty right here. Look at these little formations, kind of like very deserty here. Again, we're making a turn around this peak, and there's whole new areas down there, which we'll be able to see shortly. So we're just cruising, wrapping around the bottom of this peak to our right, and it's very pleasant, very cool. There are a number of places where streams would be flowing if it was spring, but nothing yet. I'm not panicking, but I do hope we see some water in the next mile or two. The views that we're coming up to, though, are just, I get little glimpses of them, and they're just amazing. So we're still seeing people come toward me. That they must be coming out of Yosmite Valley today. So and here's a little preview. It might be kind of hard to see, but that's what we're looking at. Look at that. I have no idea what that is right there. Super pretty meadow. Just walked into. Looks like it's completely dry. There may be some water down a little bit further. Whew. Yeah. Yeah, the meadow is totally dry. No water that we could see. So it's supposed to be some further down. I'm gonna check here real quick just to see if there's any pools or anything. No, there's nothing, man. Totally dry. So we came off the trail. The trail just crossed the stream right here, which is like pretty much dry, and there was a comment, there were some pools below. So I saw this pool, and then this is where we got all the water from right here. We probably got like 6 liters out of this whole thing. It kind of refills. And it's not really murky, but since I put the bottle in there, it's not as clean as it was. But filter's fine. It's a lot cleaner than the cow water I've gotten before, that's for sure. So we need to let Chad know that we have enough water for him too, so he doesn't kind of freak out. It'll be really hard to explain where this is, especially if he's really tired from hiking, the whole day and all that. All right, so we are set on water, and we're coming to a really epic meadow, I think, right here. So Chris is carrying over 3 liters of water right now. I have 2 full liters. So if there is water in the spot that we think there should be water, then we're going to dump all the water and refill it with the good stuff, because that's not the best water. I mean, it's not bad, it's just not great for the filter, that's all. So we have this cool meadow we're going to go through right here, and there's a number of cutoffs here, including, I would say that one of the famous here is the Sunrise Sierra Camp, Tenaya Lake, Half Domes, 9.8, Yosemite Valley, 14.1, it looks like. Clouds Rest, I've heard that is awesome by a number of people. I've never been there, 7.2. So, yeah, 14 miles to the end of our trip. Just a couple miles to our campsite. So, Chris was chatting it up with some people back here, so I'm gonna keep going. He'll see me in the valley here. I think that'll be pretty cool. So we are all set for a really nice campsite. Hopefully nobody else is camping there. There are a few guys that passed us, but they didn't look like they were filled up with water, so I suspect they're gonna hike through to a campsite where there is water. So, oh man, this is just otherworldly right here, man. Just more granite. Oh, here comes somebody. So I'm not sure if the trail is going to go out to the meadow, so I'm going to take a little walk out here. So, this is kind of interesting meadow. There's probably just a ton of water spread all over here. Oh my gosh, look at that. There are some of the spires. Woo! That is super. That was unexpected. So we came down right over there. Here's the meadow / bog / lake kind of thing, all dry now. It goes through that too. You can see the water Chris's back right there. It's so awkward to carry that. All right, so. Tell you, this meadow just keeps going and going. All right. Kind of rounding the turn right here. And it goes and goes and goes. So I suspect we're going to camp just like, you know, right around the corner of that little outlook thing there, and then drops off into the canyon. So, man, there's another part to this canyon after this one even. Whew. Spectacular. Woo! Wow. Kind of the last part of it. Oh. It's tough to walk and do the video, you know. I bet you there's a nice camp spot right up there. Whew. In case you really need to go, right there's where you go. Whew. Look at that, man. My back is killing me.
Yeah, we need to get to where we're going.
Yeah.
So I can get this bullshit off my back.
It is heavy, man. You know, looking back now in the meadow, now you can see even more of the rock formations. Stuff you just can't see normally. We couldn't see this even from the last video I took. Look on the left. Look at that. Wow. It's amazing. Well, we made it. Chad's on the way. I'm gonna put my bear caster on the trail. He knows where to cut off, so there's no confusion. It's about 5:20 when we arrived. 9,570 feet. So this is the outlook, or overlook. Some of these amazing stuff. In fact, if you're over here, I wonder if you get a better view of that big mountain. No. Anyway, so that's what we see. That ought to light up when the sun goes down. Oh, and we can see the back of those mountains too. And we may have done the last uphill of the trip. I'm sure there's a little bit uphill, but I'm thinking that was it. All right, baby, this is the evening for day 17, the last on trail night.
Hopefully.
Yeah, exactly. Bearing any unusual circumstances. All right, where do we start today? First of all,
Mile 174 point something.
I don't even know that.
For you guys, and I was 2 miles further back.
Oh yeah, we were in the valley.
Yeah.
We were in the valley, or the Tuolumne River Valley, something like that. Oh yeah. Okay, so the signage. Were you confused by the signage?
All over the place.
I was
like,
totally
why can't
confused.
they just say JMT?
Yes,
this way?
exactly.
It's like all these lakes and everything. I don't know what lake we're going to. Like,
Yeah. I didn't get. That's why I was so. That bothers me because it's one of the most popular trails, like literally in the U.S. You know, PCT and the JMT. Every PCTer knows about it. I mean, it's just weird. Yeah, I had the same issue with that. I don't understand that.
Yeah, the signage was terrible, and I'm not sure what the deal is with like the actual trail markings, but I didn't saw two at the very beginning, and then maybe one towards it's closer we got to here.
Yeah.
But normally you would see them
Oh.
all over the place. But
They're in Oregon, the PCT, they're all on the trees. They're like all over the place. So I don't.
Even leaving Tuolumne
know.
Meadows, it's
Mhm.
like there wasn't even a clear.
Oh
like,
yeah,
walk down the street
yeah.
here.
We got it wrong. We were on
Oh,
the wrong
really?
side of the
yeah,
street.
we went looking around in the woods back there for it. And we were like, I guess we got to go down the road a little ways.
Yeah. So
And we
yeah.
finally figured it out.
I
It's
so
real easy to make it.
It's not just me. Yeah, you're kind of tired. It's beginning in a sense the second half of the day for us, and we're like, you don't want to do it wrong. So, yeah.
It was really cold this morning going through Yosmite Valley.
Dude, it was freezing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it got
was
colder.
30 what?
35. We started out, we left camp, it was 37. And then, at 7 o'clock, it was 35.
We saw like some ice on the
Yeah,
some
there's
of the
frost
grass.
on the grass.
Yeah, it was weird, man. I was like, whoa, it really did get cold.
That was really pretty though, the meadow down
Yeah.
there.
Did you have condensation in your tent?
No.
I did. I had some, but I was pretty close to the water. That's being in a valley and next to the river.
You got to see what was it, the fog coming off the creek coming down?
Yeah, that was
pretty cool.
beautiful. Yeah, super pretty. So that was nice. This is a nice hike, and you see it. There's like a gazillion campsites there. It's all over the place. You can get really creative.
Yeah.
And there were a gazillion people there camped too. They were like all along the river. It was kind of funny. So let's see what else. There was all sorts of weird stuff. Yeah, go ahead.
Well, Tuolumne Meadows was pretty nice. I had
Yeah.
2 cups of coffee,
Oh yeah.
cheeseburger, double cheeseburger,
Oh.
fruit cup, an Oreo cookies and cream ice cream sandwich, and a large Starbucks mocha
Dude,
double shot energy drink. It was glorious.
that's like hiker hunger right there. It
Yeah,
definitely
Dude,
is.
I
that's
I felt like I could have eaten the whole store. I mean, when we
yeah.
get there tomorrow, I'm gonna eat so well.
Yeah, I ate I had a bunch of nuts left last night. Like a bag of, I ate the whole thing before I went to bed. I didn't even brush my teeth. Oh no, I did. I had to wait though because I had nuts in my mouth. It was just, yeah. It's really setting in now. So I'm kind of glad I'm not glad we're ending, but I can eat like unlimited for about a week.
Yeah.
Seriously, it takes a while, your body. So
Don't forget to explain how we were relegated to the tent across the parking lot there at the grill when the guy came out, yelled at us for.
Oh, I think I might have. Oh, actually, I might have
something
already
about that
commented
already?
on that. Yeah, it was kind of. I mean, I totally understand that, but it was just. I don't know. Maybe he's just tired of hikers.
It was
getting their
funny.
stuff. Yeah, because I thought you
Your
go to a
kind
coffee
needs to be
place.
over there underneath that tent.
He didn't say your kind, did he?
No, I'm
Oh,
kidding.
okay. And so I asked him straight out. Oh, you mean hikers go over there? He's like, yeah. I'm like, okay, I get it. All right. Yeah. Because I thought, when I looked inside, I thought, well, surely we could go in there and actually eat inside. Because I thought it was a restaurant. Right? So I'm thinking, there's seats. Well, there were no seats, so that was I didn't understand that. Okay, how about all the people that you passed, all the tourists or
It was strange.
yeah,
There's a lot more, coming up and seeing cars even on
yeah.
that road.
Oh,
it
you
felt
mentioned
different.
that too, Chris. Cars.
Yeah, we hadn't seen a vehicle really. I mean, in motion for. I mean, I guess we saw a couple at VVR, but I mean, there's no roads or anything, so it was the
Right.
first
Clean
street
cars.
we've seen in 3 weeks.
Yeah, that
Well,
is strange.
2 weeks, I guess. We did see Onion Valley.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Yeah, but you noticed that though. Yeah. It didn't hit me as hard this time. The first time, I'm like, God, these cars. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it'll hit me when we start going down the Yosemite Valley.
once we get into the park down
Because
there.
you get all the just crazies up there with, flip flops and they're going up Half Dome or something like that. Just like complete stupidity type stuff happening. Or they're exhausted. And that like you've already passed Half Dome and they have miles before they even start up or it's getting late, you just know that they're going to have a nightmare situation coming their way. There's nothing you can say to them. Like, oh, how far is it? Am I getting, like, it's really far kind of thing. So, yeah, that'll be more tomorrow, I think. Oh, okay, so how about the sense of smell? Did you guys...
Everybody smelled good that was passing us by.
Well, okay. So for me, it feels like my sense of smell gets like super, super hyper, like because we're just here in nature, and then any kind of perfume or something is new. It just it immediately just stands out.
Mm-hmm.
So like that, and since that. Oh yeah, that one guy I said I thought she had some patchouli on. I don't think I did this in the video, but she was already gone. I would have asked her. This one gal passed. Also, I go, whoa, I got this whiff of patchouli, which is I love that stuff. And she was too far. I wasn't gonna like chase her down. Say, hey man, I just have patchouli. Some stalker. So that was fun. Let's see what else happened. People, cars, confusion.
We saw Toby again,
Yeah, we saw Toby.
Again.
waiting on her husband.
That was pretty funny. Yeah. Because we saw her yesterday too, right? I thought we saw her.
You saw her today.
Or did I see her yesterday?
You saw her earlier today on the way to Tuolumne Meadows, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I saw her after she was at our campsite though. Somewhere.
We've run into her just a few times.
Yeah.
We might see her tomorrow.
Yeah, we could. I wouldn't let anything. They're scared. Assuming she's met up with her husband, which is we're not quite sure how they all figured that one out.
Yeah.
That was kind of strange. Let's see. It was a pretty tiring day. It went well because when we had those 2-part days, those are hard. You go somewhere like a destination, resupply, and then you go off. It's like a reset, and you got to be ready for that. And that's a little hard, especially in the heat of the day. I almost did a hoodie dip, but I didn't do it. I feel like I should have
I
done
did
that.
one today. I did one yesterday.
You did. That's good. That's a good move. Yeah, because there was no clouds in the sky.
But dude, I smell so bad.
Oh, you can tell, huh?
I can tell. I can't imagine what it's gonna be like. We go in the Yosemite.
Well,
I was debating,
tell
like,
people to stay away.
I have a cleaner pair of clothes in there, but I think I'm just gonna wear the old stuff because
Yeah.
just in case there's an issue with our
Yeah.
resupply or whatever, I'll have. Because I guess we'll get a shower tomorrow.
The post office. Yes.
Yeah, hopefully we'll be able to pick up the boxes tomorrow.
I hope they find them. Oh, sorry. Sorry, Mr. Griffin. Well, we can't find your box.
Oh, we had to send that back.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah.
4 people on the plane.
Yeah. Probably wash them at the hotel if you had to.
Yeah.
I'll wash them in the hotel sink for sure.
Yeah, that's for sure. Yeah. So I think it was pretty good. I really liked the different like formations of all the rocks and everything, and that was really neat. It got better and better. I was disappointed at the beginning because it sounds weird, but there were so many trees that like blocked it just blocked all the beauty of the rock or the
Yeah,
formations.
the view of Cathedral Peak was something else.
Yeah, that got better and better as we got further, and we made the turn. Oh yeah, and we could see the back of those peaks, which was like I couldn't. Last time I went by this, it was like raining and stuff around it. That was all shrouded, so I didn't even know it was like that. I was like, whoa, look at all those like spires and the back of it. Kind of, it was really, really something. And that was pretty neat. So I got to see more of that.
Yeah, we'll be. I mean, it's cool. You're walking, and then you come around a corner, and then boom, there's a big, humongous granite rock.
I know.
I mean,
isn't that awesome?
It was just staring right at you. It's like, wait, where'd that come from?
Mm-hmm. And they're huge. It's like out of the ground. Oh, yeah. So then we hiked here, found it. Did you like the bear can on the trail?
Yes,
I think a pretty good idea.
I knew I was close. That's why I yelled, and I'm glad I did because you guys were pretty far.
Yeah, we couldn't.
I would have seen the bear can though.
Yeah, no, yeah.
We left it there. We left it out there for you yesterday too.
Yeah, we did. I brought it back yesterday. Yeah, because it's tough to. It's hard to find some. When you're tired, and just because you get to like a mile marker, I mean that's just the beginning of the search, like where people are, kind of thing. I think I got a mosquito bite like on my finger, man. Anyway.
Yep, it's about that time, I think.
Yeah. Yep. All right. So how many miles we do?
19.7, I think.
And I think I did
think so?
22.
You did
I
one?
was 2 miles further back.
Oh, that's right.
For the
Oh,
second day in a row, I did a little
nice,
more
dude.
mileage than you guys.
Yeah, baby.
Because of my own stupidity and
Oh, well,
going the
stuff
wrong way
happens.
yesterday. But
Okay, what are our stats?
Um,
I need to shake my hand a couple times because I have almost 40,000 steps.
today my Apple Watch lasted about 5 miles instead of the usual 15. So I still
Oh,
haven't
bummer.
captured a full day with it.
I'm thinking mine was like 26,780.
Woo! Did you just make that up?
Kinda.
Yeah.
Oh, that was just too smooth.
Well, my watch is in my 10 on the charger.
Oh,
so.
okay. I have
But
39.
I looked at it right before I stuck it back
Okay.
here, so it's something like that.
Okay, you gotta be, we need absolute silence because this is critical here. 39,948. So
Oh.
basically 40,000, 2 days in a
Not
row.
quite.
Not quite. You got to make
Oh,
another
shut up.
lap around the
I
block.
know you guys, I know. It's like, yeah. And then how many calories? I have 25, just over 2,500.
I got just over
Oh,
3,500.
you know what you're talking about. You didn't
Speaking
even-
of calories, the meal that I had last night was 920 calories.
Wow.
The Chad Mendez, like, what was it? Venison stroganoff vegetable mix or whatever.
Yeah.
And I had to pee like 5 times in the middle of the night. There's something about it. I don't know.
Oh, really?
It's because it's got the Chad in the name.
That's it.
This-
I don't know. But that was, I didn't
That's
like it.
weird. I mean, that's unusual, especially because those have like usually a bunch of salt and stuff in them. Huh? Because that helps. That's why if you have like ramen, top ramen or something, you might not even have to get up unless you really down the liquid. It's all that sodium. Oh yeah, 5 times. That's a lot. All right.
Maybe it was 3.
Yeah,
Felt like
3.
5.
Felt like 5 though. I hate that. Like it's cold. I don't want to get up. The mental anguish. Like, okay, fine, I'll get up. All right. So tomorrow's the last hiking day. We have.
Please God, let it be.
Yeah, I know. It's like
11 miles downhill.
11 miles, almost all.
12.
We have a little
I guess
bit going up. You said at the beginning.
We got
Yeah,
a little
just
bit
a
coming
little
out of
tiny.
here, but
Yeah.
not much.
But yeah, and then it's just like is it 5,000 drop?
Yep.
It's 5,000 feet drop.
Yeah, well, it's probably more than that because we go from 96 or 9,700 down to 4,000.
Yeah, that's a lot. I just can't imagine hiking up that and then going over Donahue Pass.
Oh my God.
Yeah, especially the,
two-
way the trail is.
Yeah, the 2 worst, hiker-friendly trails in the world. You got to do them dead with the one after the other. So, yeah. Yeah, so today ought to be a really interesting day. So, all right, anything else for day 17?
That's all I got.
Day 17
Good.
on the trail, man. That's awesome. That's so cool. Yeah. Are you thinking about stuff when you get home? Like, what are you going to do?
Oh, yeah.
Are you? Yeah.
Probably take a shower.
I actually start thinking about it because I actually really enjoy my work and all the different stuff I do. So I start thinking about that. But I do miss my tent, though. I really like. Do you guys like sleeping in your tent?
I did, yeah.
Obviously not as much as I do. It's like my little safe place, especially when the weather's bad. I just feel so cozy in there. Okay, well, that's just Craig thing. All right, so that's it for day 17. We'll see you in the morning for day 18. All right, so before we go to bed, I'm going to try and give you little highlights, or not highlights, but of just the surrounding views here because they're just phenomenal. The tops of the mountains are getting the sun on them right now. Okay, so this is looking north, and these are, I think, some of the cathedral peaks. You can kind of see them right there. We get a little view of that. I only thought there was 1 or 2 of those, and then when we circled around, I realized that there's like a whole lot of those, and that was really cool. And then if you look through the trees, now these guys, those were amazing. I didn't think it was like that either when we were walking around it. And then as you got further around it, everything just kind of opened up. I was like, wow, that's cool. And then there's, we got more stuff. And here's like new. I don't know what this range is right here. I could see it. I looked at the guy and I could see there's just a bunch of peaks right there. One of them is like Adams Peak, and probably from Ansel Adams. And those are just amazing. And, a lot of them look like remind me of the Opera House in Sydney. They all have that, that soft roll up back. So those are really neat though. And again, last time I was here, I couldn't see that. It was just shrouded. Gosh, look at that one. Look at how giant that bulbous that thing is. It's this giant thing, and then boom, it's been like cut off. So that's pretty cool. And then the run up on that right there is just super long. You could probably hike up the back of one of those. People probably do. And then these are where we happen to be camped right now. Let me back so you don't get sick. There's, I forget the name of this. You can see this one. And a guy, I forget the name of it though. It's not something, that I thought. But if it wasn't as hazy, that one, it looks like a postcard. It's one of those pictures that you see, on a postcard. It's just really cool looking. It's an unusual top. So that's pretty cool. And then if you look further down, I don't know if you can see there's kind of contours, kind of a design in this part of the rock down there. So tomorrow we're going to see incredible, granite structures as we go down the valley. Not only Half Dome, but we got waterfalls. There's just other stuff. So the last 2 days are just full of this kind of thing. It's pretty neat. It's one of the reasons why I wanted to stay at this overlook. Even though, with the water situation, there was no water at the stream that there was supposed to be some water. So we're really fortunate that we kind of took the precaution and got the water early on. And so we have actually plenty of water for today and tomorrow morning. Otherwise, if we hadn't done that, we probably would have had to hike on and continue down until we get some water because we basically had no water. So, yeah. All right. So again, good night. Good night on day 17.